And we're underway at Daytona as Gavin immediately cuts underneath the yellow line. No penalty yet. As these drivers just get settled in for a long race. The Daytona 500. And Gavin with a late block. He gets his first warning. And KB is no longer Galaxy KB. As Bryce will lead lap 1 of season 6. Congratulations to him for that. As now, KB is cutting underneath the double yellow line. But we are mostly single file here at Daytona. We got a bit of action in the back, so we went 3 wide for a little bit. As DT trying to get this high lane going. No takers, and he just gets right back in line. All these drivers single file for now, as they do not want to cause a wreck this early in the race. I'm going to turn my roadblocks volume down. And right now it's Chevy, Ford, Toyota, Chevy, Dodge Viper. Lap 3 of 20 in stage 1. Pits are open until lap 19. These drivers all giving no room to make a move. And Jaden goes high. He's got a Toyota teammate, Tyler, as I'm lagging right as the action starts. Toyota teammate Tyler, and Tyler moving down. I'm lagging right now. Buff with a late block. And Tyler will have to slow all the way down. That's a 1 out of 3 for Buff for his late block. As now, here goes Allen on the outside of Bryce. He gets hung out to dry, although he has a run. Jaden moves outside. Jaden and Allen worked great in the duels yesterday. Can they do great today? Where is KB going? KB slowing all the way down. That won't be a penalty as he slowed down. And now it's HCR and DTM versus 2311 and Penske. Allen on the outside, getting a run. Here goes Bryce down on the bottom. Oh! Allen gets out of line, and now Jaden gets underneath him. Jaden trying to tuck right back in line, as he does not want to suffer the consequences of Allen's mistakes. Will he move back outside? He's got a Toyota teammate to help him out. As it's starting to get a little bit chaotic here on lap 5. Jaden slows down to let Allen in, but that leaves his Toyota teammate, Vicente, or however you pronounce his name, out to dry. 97 of Hickory has been moving up throughout the field. And look, our dual race winners are both leading this race. And Buff moves outside on accident, I believe. And Jaden gives him no room, breaking up this HCR DTM duo. And Allen lifting, trying to get back in line. He needs to hurry up and do so. Too late as DT now gets underneath him. Can he use that outside lane to hopefully get a run outside to get in front of DT? He cannot, as DT lifts to let Buff back in. Gamer trying to work with Allen here, trying to get... what happened to Hickory? Hickory just got out of line, I guess. As Bryce gets sent into that corner. These drivers starting to get antsy early in this race as they are about halfway through their fuel tanks. Jaden, a lone Toyota in a pool of Chevys right now. As, almost a bumper lock there. And DT trying to work with Buff. He's lifting. DT causing a little bit of chaos, trying to let his teammate in. Or his Chevy Alliance teammate. And drivers trying to use this outside lane. And DT! DT moves up. DT late block. DT, that is a 1 out of 3. Drivers complaining about DT's insane blocking. Or is it Jaden? And now Buff moving outside. Allen might get his revenge on DT here. And he does. DT hung out to dry. However, he has a Chevy teammate on the outside, Gavin, who might be able to help him. Drivers just not wanting to use this outside lane yet. As we see Jaden getting a little bit antsy. As Bryce has led all 8 laps so far in our inaugural, in our 6th annual Daytona 500. And Jaden lifting, trying to get that push. Can he move outside, get a run on Bryce? He's trying to move me out the way so much. Drivers getting reminded to say whenever they are pitting. As they've got to be thinking about it too. Allen has moved his way back up to 3rd as Jaden in that number 23, or that number 45 car, excuse me, in 2nd, pushing Bryce. And the outside lane is starting to form. Or not, as Buff completely kind of chokes on it. Back to single file racing for the most part. Allen moving outside with Jaden. Can he work with him to get around Bryce? As I'm lagging right as the action starts yet again. And here goes Allen pushing Jaden. However, Jaden's Toyota teammate is not helping him out very much. Vic is not helping Jaden out at all, as Jaden goes a little bit wide heading into that corner, cutting it very, very close with Bryce. Whoa, whoa, whoa. These drivers have to hold that line so steadily on the outside lane. It's so difficult for these guys. As now Vic moves up to 2nd place. This is where he was a lot in the duels. As Allen accidentally bumper locks Jaden. Needs to watch that. And Jaden getting a little bit aggressive. As nothing happened from that late block, so no penalty will be issued. As Vic is getting a little bit aggressive. Vic, rookie, is still learning how to race in this amazing series. Allen's just going to drop to the back. try to get in line right behind Gavin, but or not. And here goes Vic to the outside. He's got his teammate Jaden to work with him. Vic just has to hold a straight line here as he is using that outside lane. Here goes Jaden pushing his teammate Vic, a rookie, out to the lead. Not quite. Can't clear him going into the corner. Here goes Jaden pushing Vic. This 23-11 team. Oh! As they get a little bit squirrely coming off the corner. That was a racing incident. 55. 55 is the pit road speed. So drivers obviously starting to think about pitting as they are beginning to get low on fuel. They have about, I'd say, 3 laps as I am lagging. Vic and Jaden working hard to keep this outside lane alive as HCR is just kind of on the bottom right now. If more cars join in on that outside lane, clearly it can have a run if these 2 cars are sticking with 4. And there's Hickory and Allen trying to start the outside lane in the back as well. I have a feeling that as this race goes on, the outside lane will be used more and more as Bryce gets a little bit high. Jaden has to lift, and Jaden will get back in line on the bottom lane.
I don't know what I should say. I'm probably coming in this time.
Tyler is coming in. Drivers are pitting.
Pitting this time. DTR coming in.
All of HCR will stay out.
This time in, going in this time. I'm playing with you right now.
As Tyler and Gamer head in. Both of them get onto pit road legally, as action's still going on in the pack. Our pack is very much so alive. As whoa, 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 Vic, a late block, that will be a penalty. As a lot of drivers are now pitting. A lot of drivers heading in now. Race leader Bryce is going to head into the pits. Everybody heading in. This is chaos as I lag right at the action. Chaos. Everybody. Oh, never mind. Vic speeds into pit road as well as GC, I believe. Alright. If you sped onto pit road, you have to merge to the back.
Oh my gosh.
And Vic,
Vic is so dumb.
pit road issues.
Now I gotta touch our back. Oh, I'm sitting in that.
As
Jaden takes him ahead.
now our pack is super spread out after all that pit road chaos. We have 3 cars up front. 2 HCR cars and 1 2311. Jaden trying to hold off Bryce. Everybody is kind of spread out right now after that chaotic pitting cycle. Allen and DT working together. Can they catch that first pack? As Hyper now getting teleported. Hyper will be 1 lap down as he has missed a lap. Luckily he came right during the pit cycle. Chase having a hearing problem.
Now go. No, lift a little bit more. There, go.
Now
That's all right.
Hyper.
Dang it. No! Oh my god. W teammate moment. KB moment. Not going with me.
As KB hangs Bryce out to dry. If this pack keeps on fighting, DT and Allen will catch them. We have a big pack towards the back. As the 3 cars that sped on pit road are all that there, as well as Hickory, who did not. Hickory just had a bad pit stop.
Yeah, that's what KB gets because he didn't go for me the first time. I think it's all off a restart. This is the 500 I can still off a restart. Uh-huh. Yeah, because Alan, left. I'm trying to push Gavin to I'm not gonna make it.
Oh, now Bryce gets underneath Jaden. That could have been the stage-winning move.
1.2 behind though.
So all these drivers barely took any fuel. They're obviously just in it for the stage points.
I should have just went like one. I should have got that.
As now HCR Hyper, a lab car, still working with his teammates.
He's over.
Yeah, he went 1 lap down because he late. Yes, he late joined.
Left. He's gonna get the lap. He's gonna get the lap. No, KB's gonna work with Jaden. No. Stupid.
As now Jaden squeezes in just barely. Bryce so far winning this stage.
White flag. Stage 1.
It should be top 5. I'll just double check.
Okay, Jaden just let me know how to use the switch. Jaden just wrecked.
Jaden just hold up. 4 seconds. And Jaden recovers, no caution. We stay green.
Gavin, are you gonna live first? Flag, Piper. Coming to the checker. Nice. Stage 1.
And that is it for stage 1.
Oh, huge hit.
As drivers, for some reason, just coming to a stop. As they are.
Oh my god. Who's time? Early pace. 100. Okay, wait, yeah, amazing. Let's go. I think after stages, I guess. I'll catch up. I'm catching up. Where's Gavin? Why are you going so fast? I'm literally going 90. Okay, chill. Is pits open this time?
No, pits are not open this time.
I would open it, because if some people are doing it. What the hell are you doing? Why are you doing that? I don't know, what are you doing? Man. I'm just trying to catch up. Crashing positions. Y'all remember, because we're stupid. I'm jumping. I'm so bad. It's like, I'm after game, I'm after about.
Everybody comes in. Everybody coming into the pits as they need to. They are going to be critically low as KB and Bryce both speed in. Oh, Bryce says that he got pushed. I will double check the footage. As I can't actually do that.
I might have accidentally pressed 2 buttons. I pressed 1 button. That's fine. Yeah. Easy, I accidentally pressed 2 buttons.
Yeah, KB's fault.
How the fuck is it faster? Okay. It's like 8, oh my god, it's like 8 sessions. Okay, never mind. I'm uninstalled. Am I fixed? I'm fine. I'll tell those. So there's 2 buttons, but what's it called? Uninstalled. Nice brakes. It says BTT, green is sign. That's what BTT stands for. Oh no, never mind. Never mind, I'm fine. Let's just go.
Immediately, Alan gets underneath Hickory on this restart, as we have chaos in the back. That second pack with KB on the outside, trying to catch this first one. They all had a crummy restart back there. But, now Vic trying to get outside of DT. All these guys took a full tank of gas. Alan working with Vic. Can he get clear of DT? People ganging up. Oh, Vic forcing below the double yellow line. No penalty will be issued. There's no harm truly happened. DT still gets his position. As the front is starting to get a little bit jumbled up here, allowing that second pack to start to catch them. We need to figure things out and fast as Jaden moves up at the last second. Oh, almost gets turned. I lag, V-lag, V-lag, V-lag. I can't tell if Hickory spun Jaden or Jaden late blocked or if there was a force. I'm V-lagging really, really bad right now. And that is a penalty for Vic. Four wide. 4 wide racing. DT forcing. These guys getting a little bit crazy right now. Now we're back to 3 wide and 2 wide racing. There we go. Oh, Hickory with a bad block. Oh, Vic gets dumped. I wasn't looking. As Hickory leads the field right now. People getting really, really jumbled up after this restart. Two HCR Alliance teammates trying to make this outside lane work. Gavin will pull up with them. And now here comes Hyper on the lead lap now. As Hickory, a lone Dodge Viper in the front. Leading this race, but Buff getting major pushes with his Chevy teammates. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hyper needs to lift to let Jaden in. No penalty. Buff gets clear of Hickory. Proving yet again that the outside lane does work if used properly. And now Bryce squeezes in front of Jaden, trying to get underneath Hickory, but it is not working out. Hickory is actually Bryce's driver, so those two may work together, as Gavin now getting hung out to dry. Possibly working with Gamer? If he can hold a straight line. Hickory to the outside, Buff to the inside. No help for Hickory. Hickory will fall behind as Bryce gets underneath Buff, lets him back in. Hyper barely squeezing in. And this is not looking too good for Hickory. That outside lane may be getting started. Hickory is at... Whoa! Hyper going underneath the double yellow line. As drivers now... Drivers getting very, very frustrated in general a little bit. Tyler gets moved out of line, and Allen will not let him back in. Drivers are about halfway through their fuel tanks. Buff gets moved outside. Nobody using the high lane, even though it has been proven to work. on multiple occasions to take the lead. Oh, DT moving low. DT will have to... Things are starting to get a little bit antsy as drivers using the outside lane. We have an outside train. Buff! Buff! Bad block! And Allen goes around. Allen flips our first cause for a caution today. As the caution is out. And Jaden turns hyper. Pits are open this lap. Everybody coming in.
18.
Hyper speeds on pit road. All these guys taking a quarter of a tank. Hyper sped on the pit road. I did not see anybody behind him. He will take a full tank of gas. These guys can make it, I believe, with half a tank. But I'm not sure if a quarter of a tank of gas was necessary. Now DT has the lead for the restart. Ten laps to go in stage 2. As DT leading over Bryce and Buff. So we have two BCC cars, or yeah, in 4th and 5th. And GC has an issue. No caution though. Nobody going high yet, as they do not want to cause any form of issue yet. This HCR has command of this race right now. They're going to be hard to get around. We have strength in numbers at these super speedways. Teammates discussing as Buff gets out of line. They hang him out to dry. Driver is trying to get stage points here. Buff will need to find a way back in. KB hard on the wall in the back. No caution as he recovers it. There's some drivers who have not recovered yet is Allen and Hyper. Buff cutting it very, very close to Gavin here. Gavin legally is underneath him. As Buff falls back, gets in line right in front of KB, behind Vic. Hickory nearly opens up the window for Gavin. Oh, Gamer gets underneath Bryce and Gavin gets moved outside. Gamer lifts. Gamer has an error. Gamer needs to get in line. Hickory trying to let him in line. Bryce not letting him in. And things just got chaotic for BCC. Hickory gets out of line. Hickory gets trained. And now the outside might be coming alive here. The 2311 teammates have met up Vic and Jaden. Vic just needs to work on his pushing skills. Wait, who asked the question? If you force somebody underneath the line, if they get their spot back and no chaos happens, you'll be fine. If you cause chaos, like, that alters their race, then we'll have an issue. Something happened to Vic. Oh, Gavin gets underneath Gamer. Hickory trying to let Gamer in. Not working. Gavin. Okay, Gavin lifts. No penalty will be thrown. It's KB now underneath Vic. Hickory lifting to let Gavin in. Now Bryce gets stuck on the outside. Jaden has been moving up throughout this field. Is now here goes. Oh, Jaden! Jaden goes straight. I believe that was the cause of lag. Jaden spinning. Jaden. Chaos. It looked like Jaden lagged very, very hard there. Okay, no lag for Jaden then. Oh, well then I'll classify that a lag one. Buff has somehow gotten back up to DT. DT has been commanding this pack very, very well. So his fuel gauge is kind of stuck right now. He will have enough fuel to make it. Everybody has enough fuel to make it to the end. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Buff gets underneath DT, and DT trying to force him cannot do so, as now Buff has command of this race. Hickory gets put out of line. Gavin all over the place. Gavin needs to get down. Gavin back in line. Alan kind of all over the place right now. As a lot of drivers are moving up. I'm starting to notice that a lot. Oh, Gavin needs to be very, very careful. Gavin has not been holding his line very straight this race. Hickory down, Hickory up, and no caution. They saved it. Buff. Oh, Gavin! Gavin nearly wrecking! No caution, and that is a penalty for Buff. Allen gets turned late block. As stage 1, or stage 2 comes to a complete I'm typing in all the stage 2 results. It's Buff, DT, Gamer, Hyper. Buff, DT, Gamer, Hyper, KB. Pits are not open. It's closed. Buff, where are you going? Okay, Buff nearly sold. No, he did not. He's in the good. Or he's in the green. Alrighty, I have all the stats written down. Okay, fans are not spawning any cars. I am making stage 3 20 laps if that's okay with you guys, as I have to go soon. Is that alright with y'all? Yeah, that's what I want to do. So I'm shortening it to 20 laps. I'm watching for any pushers. No pushers. Everybody is clear going on to pit road. Oh, Jaden, or Gamer messes up. And here goes Jaden. Everybody choosing 3/4 fuel. Rice only took 1/4 of a tank. He has a different pitting strategy, I see. He's good on fuel, though. And Gavin pressed 2. I don't know what Jaden's doing. Jaden had a full tank of gas, though. I'm lagging right now. As other drivers are now heading into pit road. Their last chance. Yes, you can pit again. They will have to go to the back.
He's got an extra on my later, dude. If he takes full. No. Yeah, they didn't say that he's gonna be here because he had no track record. Unless something's to do with it's gonna be interesting.
So we have all the cars in the field. And we are going green this time.
We'll stack up on this restart, watch it easy.
Yeah,
Watch them jump, watch them jump, watch them for the jumping, watch out.
I'm watching.
Oh, I'm gonna stack up really badly. Oh, hey, this is coming from me. Watch it. Watch it.
As a bunch of drivers get stacked up, Gamer gets turned. We stay green, and we are good.
Oh.
Jaden leading, not giving Buff any room, and now Jaden and Allen leading this race. Here comes Hickory now up to third. Hickory has been showing that he's been having a good race today, proving himself worthy for the Python Cup Series. Is now HCR trying to cut outside of him. Allen and Jaden still ahead as this other pack will begin to catch them.
Oh, this is gonna be a bad finish for me on the back.
As I do not believe that these guys have enough fuel to make it to the end, unless if they begin to lift. "15 laps to go in the Daytona 500. Oh, KB barely underneath Hickory. Hickory able to stay in front of him. Oh, Hickory has to lift. Hickory to the back. They're starting to pick up as we have a bunch. Oh, DT, another late block. Whoa, racing incident between Allen and Jaden. Finally, this guy has to go. Alright, Vic is getting trained on the outside right now. No, I am not giving you my phone number, buddy.
Who is that?
I have no idea. He said that he's been around with the league since Season 1, but I don't recognize his username. No, you cannot. He's sending his phone number. Oh, Alan gets a Jaden! Jaden a late block. Okay, nothing bad happened due to that late block. Oh, and now Alan late blocking.
Oh, there goes Katie's race. If there's no competition, unless he works really hard.
Wait, I think that was lag.
I didn't see him.
Jaden still leading this race. Jaden trying to win the Daytona 500.
Once again.
This one may come down to fuel mileage. As with 10 laps to go, I'm not sure if they can make it. Oh, a bumper lock! A bumper lock and a racing incident. No penalties issued, as that was a racing incident. And Hyper, in this race, he has not won a Daytona 500 in the Python Cup Series yet. He is very, very determined in his memorial scheme. Ten laps to go in the Daytona 500. They will not have enough fuel to make it. Gavin fighting for his life right now as he's getting trained on the outside. Everybody coming into the pits! People coming into the pits!
Okay, that's fine.
And KB's spending the pits. Allen's race may be over.
Jaden, can you take next lap?
Coming into pit road. Hickory speeds! Allen is heading into the pits this time by. We have an HCR pack right now. HCR all pitted at once and they're all together right now. You have to pit before lap 59. You have 200 milliliters of fuel left, so you have about 2 laps, Gavin. Hickory and Gamer are ahead. Hickory did come off last on pit road, so his penalty did go through. So now, right now, BCC you sped on a pit road, right, Hick? You had the red light. So you had to merge last of the cars on pit road.
Okay.
So drop behind Gamer. There you go. Gavin is now in the pits. Gavin and GC. Gavin and GC did not speed. I saw them. Oh yeah. So this one may come down to fuel mileage. As we have a main pack forming with a lot of Chevys. All of the Chevys in the field almost.
Gamer, I think we have time. If they keep doing what they're fucking, like, look at this shit. The 43 doesn't know how to push. Doesn't know how to push. Solo. We got time. I just don't think there's enough.
I really don't want it to end like this, but this is the fair ending, and so far, Jaden is leading over Vic. As they are gaining.
We are gaining.
Hickory and Gamer are gaining big time. As soon as they catch the draft, once they reach about 1.5, they will have the draft. Buff hard into the wall.
Hey, just let off, don't break. That's all you gotta do. Make sure you get fucked. Go, go, go. Up again. There you go.
They are catching the two 2311 teammates. If they catch their draft at about 1.5, they lost time. But on my screen, it looks like they're gaining.
We're gaining.
They have definitely gained. And
Let off 88, 88, let off.
how did Buff even do that?
Wait, you gotta keep letting off if you wanna push. It's the only way to push.
This is where I wish that I had officials. Two laps to go. HCR is trying to intentionally wreck themselves.
I know. Just keep in mind of that. Trying to wreck themselves.
Buff is towards the front. One lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Vic pushing Jaden. Vic will have the opportunity to win. Vic trying to get around Jaden. This is for the 500. Can Jaden win both of the Daytona 500s that we've had to do for the Season 6 Python Cup Series? Is Jaden doing what he's done all race long, coming off turn number 4, takes the final push, and it is Jaden for the Daytona 500.
Nice.
Good job there. Hey, keep your head up. JJ, get your hands over here.
Easy, yeah. I'm not people talking to you. HCR. HCR.
What?
Let's go. Let's go get it.
Damn. Good job, JJ. Good job, 2311.
At least we got points.
Yeah, man.
Nobody sees the flip.
Buff flips.
Yes, he flipped.
And see it. I was looking like,
Nobody saw the flip. That should be a nice one to let out. Absolutely cool. Okay, man. Alan, what are we doing?
I'm sorry I didn't flip, but there's only one official, and he can't really do it all by himself.
Yes, you can redo the race. Alan can redo the racing protocol. Alan would finish after the one I flipped it was. Yes, yes.
I mean, we're saying it. 3 people said that.
3 people said it was one. No, actually, just stupid. Freaking ass. In Phoenix right now.
He flipped into like the fence. Oh.
Do Phoenix right now for real.
There's no fucking yellow, which I don't get. I vote redo.
I vote redo.
Because if they would drive one,
No redo.
no, that's not a favorite driver for the two. If you want to do that, it's quote unquote favorite drivers out.
Dude, don't do that shit.
And they're racing in the back.
No, Mickey.